Hi teachers, this is the instructional guide for primary 4 to week 3. For this week, we're going back to word problems. So let's take a look at this. I would skip the learning part, right, and go to guided practice. This is where you would teach them how to process the question, and to help them, or rather to demonstrate how we can solve the question. Okay. So again, avoid showing them the answer key, because when they see something like that, they immediately, most of them want to just copy it, right? And then so that's not effective learning. So what I'd like you to do, right, is to model it for them, right? So Jason bought 2 identical laptops and 3 identical mobile phones for $5,230. And each laptop costs $1,245 more than each mobile phone. How much would 25 such mobile phones cost? So the first thing that they need to do is to, if they are, most of them may not be able to see, right, the comparison. So they need to compare these two together. So there are 2 laptops, right? And each laptop is, let's put it this. So they draw 2 laptops first. Okay, so draw it like that for them, 2 laptops. LP, right? And these 2 laptops, right, are 125 more. Each of them is 1,245, I'm sorry. Okay, so draw it like that. Okay, you get the idea, right? So, and then after that, just list it accordingly here. It's important for them to write down how many units equals 2740. A lot of times I see students not writing the units out and just write things like this, right? They get lost. Okay, so please get them right out. Where are the 5 units? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 units plus 1,245 plus 1,245 equals 5,230. And that's the same as 5 units equals 5,230 minus 1,245 minus 1,245. Okay, so please model this for them. Next question is a bit harder. I think many of them have not been exposed to this kind of question before. So again, it's scaffolded already on there, but I think to help students learn best, it's necessary for you to draw on the blackboard. All right, and to show how you can do this. Okay, so case 1, right? You tell them that first of all, of course, read the question and then get them to identify, right, the method that need to use. If they see this, if the conditional questions, it means there are 2 cases to compare, 2 cases to make reference to, right? So when they see the if here, right? If is, it may not really happen. Okay, so let's start with the first if, that is, we call it case 1, right? So write it up for them. If 1,476 black marbles are replaced with white marbles, there will be an equal number of black and white. So the way to draw this first, right, is, okay, they can label black, white, and, okay, start by drawing that, that they are equal after something happened. So get them draw it equal portions first, black and white. So what happened here? If 1,476 black marbles are replaced with white marbles, okay, then they become equal. So obviously, initially there's this portion here. All right. And one portion of this is cut so that it comes over here. Okay. One portion of them is cut so that it comes over here. Right. And then, so that's how you explain it. Right. So this is cut and becomes here. So I'm drawing a dotted line, right, is because if means it did not really happen. Right. So this is just very good draw. It's important to note that, right? If means it did not happen. That's why you draw dotted line. So 1,476 is replaced. So this must be, this portion is 1,476. Okay, and this portion is 1,476 as well. All right, so please guide them through. Then after that, they do a second case. Second case, if okay, to do second case, they have to draw the same portions based on the first case, which is this portion. Right, so you start by drawing this. Tell them that you're replicating case 1 before you decide what needs to be changed. Okay, so this is case 1. Okay, now what happened in case 2? If 444 marbles are replaced with 444 white marbles are replaced, So that means that one portion is being cut out here, right? 444, and is being placed here, right? There'll be twice as many, right? Twice as many marbles. So that means this is now considered your 1 unit, and this is considered your 1 unit, and this whole thing is also considered your 1 unit. Okay, so therefore 1 unit equals to 444 plus 2952 plus 444. All right, so it's always about finding the value of 1 unit, and then after that they should be able to do it. Okay, for question 3, I would say instead of demonstrating, all right, guide them along because they have learned guess and check method. But you might want to check with them, right, to see whether they understand what is the method they need to use. Some may have learned making supposition, right? But they can use making supposition if they want, right? But guess and check, yeah, right? If they don't know making supposition, then try getting them to guess and check. All right, get them along if necessary. Okay. Now I've circled a few questions for you to also demonstrate, right? So I think it's important to demonstrate this as well. There were 3 times as many black marbles. So start off by drawing 3 units. Okay, like this, something like that. Right. So this is black. This is white. Okay, then you do the cutting as when necessary. Right. There were 3 times as many black marbles as white marbles. After 544 marbles were removed from the box. Okay, there were 9 times, right? So what does that mean? 9 times means, right, if I split this up into 9 parts, then I got to split here also. Each unit split into 3 parts to make 9 parts. So that must be 544. Okay, now let me see. Other questions to demonstrate is 7. Okay, so this is, I believe this method, they have not learned it before. All right, so the idea is to come up with some kind of an equation, right? And then remove one of the variables. Either you remove the chairs or you remove the tables. In this case, you have 2 tables plus 3 chairs is 1265, right? That's the first condition. And then the second condition is 4 tables plus 5 chairs equals 2441, right? Now you need to remove. So to take one equation minus the other, in order to do that, all right, you can multiply this first equation by 2, which then will give you 4 tables, 6 chairs, and this amount, right? 1265 times 2. Now, looking at this, okay, if you take this equation minus this equation, right? 4 tables minus 4 tables equals 0 tables. 6 chairs minus 5 chairs equals 1 chair. The idea is to find out the value of one item, right? 1 chair. So 1 chair will be equals to 52530 minus 2441. Okay, so teach them this method. All right. And then if you have time, demonstrate. I think for this class is a lot of demonstration, right? If there's time, proceed to demonstrating question 9. Okay, and then question 10. Sorry, question 11, right? Demonstrate. Not asking them to do, right? Please demonstrate. And then, yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so that's it for this week's lesson. I will keep the homework short as well, because I think this may be challenging for many of the students.